Hello everyone, it's Vicky here today and I am sharing my very first layout for the Simple Stories design team, and I'm using this brand new collection called Celebrate. I just wanted to show you the collection first before we get into the rest of the making of the layout. So just very quickly, I'm just going to show you through all of the little bits and pieces that are in this kit. So this is the paper pack, and there's a sticker sheet in here as well, which you'll see. So I'm going to show you both sides of the paper. We've got cakes there, I've got lovely little wavy stripes, little party icons, great primary colours that can be used for any photos really. We've got some banners there and some florals of course, yellows and blues and reds and pinks, and lots of tags and journaling pieces for you to use in layouts. So much here. You can use them for birthdays and graduations and all sorts of occasions. So yeah, so that's what we have for the papers. And then all the bits and pieces here, we have a sticker sheet here which has lots and lots and lots and lots of stickers in, all sorts of things in there to use. And also the 6x8 paper pack, which has all those big papers in small size, and they are really usable. I love 6x6 paper packs. We've got enamel dots, we have number die cuts, we have tag die cuts, and we have other bits and pieces, lots in there. We have puffy stickers, enamel pieces, metal and wood pieces. That's a separate pack of embellishments there, and the frames, chipboard frames, a stencil which I always love, and these are sort of I can't remember what they're called, but they're squeezy squeezy ones, and chipboard, and also washi tape. So look at that fabulous big collection, and I can't wait to get stuck in. So I have some photos of my niece's 9th birthday, and I want to cut a big 9 to put on this layout. So I chose this blue paper because it's nice and vibrant and sticks out, and she's also wearing a blue t-shirt, so I thought it would work really well. And I'm just freehanding this. You can't see it very well on the picture there, I don't think, and actually I was struggling a little bit to see it, but I could see it, so I cut that out all freehand. Quite easy to do. You could alternatively draw a circle and then add a tail to it, but it was pretty easy to do. It's not perfect, but it's a scrapbook layout. It's not meant to be perfect. So I thought about not cutting out the centre of it, but I decided it looked too much like a punctuation mark if I didn't. So there it is. I've cut it all out, and now I'm going to put some mixed media on the page. You saw there I was putting my photos on the 9, and I just want to have some colour sticking out from the sides of the photo, because later on I'm going to do something with the stencil there, and I wanted a background for it. So that is a Distress Oxide ink. It's called Picked Raspberry, and this one is Sweet Mustard, just in case you're interested. And they go really well with this collection. I put a bit on, add a bit with my brush as well, and then check back with my photos to make sure that it's showing through what I want to do. And I noticed I wanted a bit more yellow up there, and then I'm going to do some splatters with the yellow, and then the same with the pink. There we go. It looks a hot mess when you look at it on the page, but once you add all your photos and embellishments on, it looks much better, and you lose a lot of it obviously, but it's best to put on more where you don't need it than to try and just put it where you need it in some ways. Okay, so you can see the yellow sticks out there on the left and the pink down at the right, and I like how that looks. So I want to stick my 9 down. I know exactly where that's going to go, so that may as well get stuck immediately. And I use sticky back foam to stick this, which I got in the craft store. There we go, that's all stuck down now, just the 9 is stuck, the photos aren't at the moment. And here I am with the 6x8 paper pack. As I said, very versatile, especially for matting photos, which is what I'm doing here. I have all of these journal pieces, you know, all these pieces here on the large paper, so I can afford to use the small 6x8 paper pack and use those as photo mats. So I just put a couple of colours behind each one, and I'm going to stick the photo to it. They're not neat. They sort of, you know, you can see one colour out of one side and another out of another side, and I trim a little bit off. They're not truly straight and neat, but that's how I like it. And then I distress the edges just to add a bit of extra interest there. Okay. So, oh, I'm going to put some foam on the back of them as well, just to pop them up, as the 9 is also popped up. So I just put a bit of foam where they're going to hit the layout. Obviously I can't put it underneath on the, you know, where it's going to overlap the 9, because that would cause me a dimensional problem. I'm not Doctor Who. But there we go. So that works quite well. So I'm going to stick those down because I know that they're going to go there as well. And this is the basis of my layout. Quite often I build the whole layout before I start to stick things down. But on this occasion I wanted to get the basis in place so that I could start embellishing around it. And I use Scotch tacky glue, and that grips quite quickly, but I just pressed that down to make sure that it did. So I've got these stickers here, the dimensional stickers. I thought about using Party as my title, but I can't really make it work, so I don't use that. Foam stickers, that's what they're called from before, thank you. Don't know where that came from. So that is from the foam stickers, that Make-A-Wish, and that works perfectly with obviously the blowing out of the candles on a cake. So I really wanted to use that. And now I'm using the stencil to add some detail. I've got a fine grey pen, and I'm just drawing around some of the little detail on the stencil to add sort of a confetti feel to the page. And I'm putting it over the ink that I put on earlier, so that adds to just that messy effect of the watercolour effect. Just adds to that and gives a little bit of extra interest to look where that colour is. And I've done this technique before. I really like how that works, and it looks almost like pencil. It's a very, very, very pale grey colour. So this is going to be my title now, Happy Birthday, and I decided to hang that from the 9 at the top there. And then I'm going to get to embellishing and using all these beautiful pieces. Got some chipboard stars there and a gift there on the left. Excuse me. I've got this puffy sticker says all the cake, which is obviously perfect for my photo. And another gift there to go on the left, and another one there on the right. I've got, these are the icons die cuts, so I've got those umbrellas, no, balloons. And oh, there's another chipboard one there that says Celebrate, that pink. I was going to use a blue one, but I thought the pink would pop more. There's another die cut balloon which I don't use actually in the end, but that's there for now. I'd love to make those little banners work, but I couldn't make them work, which is a shame. I'll have to use those on the next layout I do. There's so much here. I mean, you know, Simple Stories are so generous with their kits. It's amazing. You know, the content is just phenomenal. Okay, so we've got some little tags here. These, I actually write on these at the end off camera, but they will go there on top of the photos, or not on top of the photos, tucked into the photos. Now I'm going to use the washi tapes. I felt like on the left I needed a bit of balance here because the photos are over to the right and there was some open space here and I wanted to put something here. So I'm just putting some strips of washi across just to add a bit of colour, and then I'm going to put some embellishments on top of that. So I've got these little chipboard pieces here. I've got the tag there and then a die cut camera which I'm going to put on there as well. And I think that just balances the layout back out perfectly. I'm going to put some foam on to the back of the camera. because the tag there is already dimensional, so I thought I would also pop up the camera. And I actually add a yellow star on there as well off camera onto the lens of the camera. So I'm starting to stick things down, and I'm going to cut through that in a second because you don't need to see me stick everything. But I tend to always stick pieces on my page anyway, because we all know that over time things start to fall off, and unless they're tucked behind something, they can easily fall off, so I do that. Then I've got these metal brads that I'm going to put on here. That one says let's party, there's one that says yay, and another that says make a wish, and then some plain coloured ones as well. And then finally I bring out the stencil again because I want to add some stars and dots around this area that I embellished here. I don't put the extra ink on this time, I just use the pen to make the stencil shapes. And I think I add a couple more over by the pink and yellow sections as well, because I love the effect so much. And I think that's almost there after I've done this. So the final layout is coming up. I really hope that I've given you some inspiration for using your Simple Stories collection today. I love it, and I'm sure you'll love it too. There are a couple of close-ups to come as well, so please have a look at those if you're interested. But I wanted to say thank you very much for watching. This has been Vicky for Simple Stories. Until next time, thank you. Bye-bye.